Alright, I managed to find a Warlock here to play against. Climbing up the ladder pretty good so far throughout this series. If it's you kind of always have to mulligan as if they're a zoo unless you're 100% certain that they're not, because well, not necessarily zoo, but a zoo, demon lock, and aggressive style deck, because if they're hand lock, it's a pretty bad matchup anyways, and even if you mulligan for them, it's still not that great. But if you mulligan for an aggro warlock deck, you can really blow them out of the water given the right hand. So this hand is actually not bad against both. I have the Pyromancer and Power Word Shield to help against aggressive decks. However, I don't have the coin, so that's a little iffy. But I have Shadow Word Death and Sylvanas to combat some handlock. So nothing to do turn one. And let's see what he does here. If he doesn't play anything, he's most likely handlock because yeah. Okay, so unfortunately for us, he's probably handlock. It's pretty rare that an aggressive warlock deck doesn't have a turn one play when they're on the coin. But we should be 100% after this. I mean, there's so many warlock decks now. This could even be a combo lock type deck. They got like the Malagos one. They got combo lock. They have hand lock. Then they have like these demon zoo, demon handlock hybrid decks. They have regular zoo. It's crazy now. All the warlock shenanigans. So I'm thinking about maybe just playing out Pyromancer here, but I don't think it really accomplishes anything at this point. So I'm just gonna hold on to it for another turn at least. Because I think he's on the coin, so I'm pretty sure he wants to get rid of a card anyway, so why, like, I just won't give him a Dark Bomb target. I'll make him either not tap or play something out. Maybe it was wrong, I'm not really sure. Okay, there's the Ancient Watcher. Yeah, I don't really have anything to do here. I guess I could play the Pyromancer out now, but the problem is, like, if I was going to play it out now, then I should just play it out last turn. If I didn't play it out last turn, I probably shouldn't play it out this turn. It just doesn't really um, stay with the same line of thinking. But looks like I changed my mind. Just decided to throw it out there. I can play this, and then I can play the Belcher to protect it. Maybe use the Pyromancer to help trade up with one of these Drakes, or if he ever plays a Giant. So pretty easy Belcher here. Nothing else to do really. With Priest, with a lot of decks, you kind of have to not attack the handlock and wait till you can burst them down with whatever, Force of Nature, Savage Roar, Shamans with Doomhammer, Alakir, things like that. But with Priests, you don't really have that luxury. You just kind of have to keep hitting them and just sort of hope you can deal with Molten Giants when it gets to that point, because unless you're running the Velens combo or maybe Zombie Chow with Arcanized Circle, you really don't have any form of burst. You kind of just have to hit them and hope for the best. All right, Shrinkmeister is good, but nothing to combo with it right now. I'm just gonna play Sylvanas. It's not bad. I'm gonna get something out of it. Drake or even the Watcher would be nice. It's also a 5/5, which is pretty strong. I could save Harrison for Jaraxxus if it gets to that point. Might be worth doing. It really depends what I draw, how the game pans out. No giants yet, which is I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a giant because I have a Shadow or Death. The Drakes are actually more annoying at this point. Hmm. Okay, well, I'm just gonna. I don't know if this is. I did this really quickly, but I think it ends up being okay. I basically kill off my Arcanine. Hopefully, I grab a Drake, but unfortunately, I didn't. What I could have done though to prevent that, I could have played Light of the Naru on the 2/2 to deal 3 damage to it and summon a Light Warden, and then I would have for sure gotten a Drake. And if I get to taunt, then my guys are protected. If I get to 4/9, well, then I have the better stats. So I think that might have been a little better, but this works out fine too. I just kind of rushed that turn. If I pick up a Cabal Shadow Priest, I would be able to Shrinkmeister Cabal one of these Drakes, which would be pretty nice. Okay, I wonder if he's gonna. All right, he'll probably bop into this. He's thinking about something, I guess. I'm not sure what. Okay, so yep, trades in there. And these drakes are getting really annoying. So I guess I could. I don't actually have anything to do here. I could play like Pyromancer and Light of the Naru. It doesn't really do anything. I might have to just throw out this Harrison as a roadblock here. Something to trade in. Um, yeah, this is really awkward. I could even throw out a Shrinkmeister, but I'd really like to take one of these Drakes. Unfortunately, it's looking like by the time I get something to take one of these Drakes with, to combine with the Shrinkmeister, the Drakes will probably be dead. At least the Pyromancer trades straight up with one of these. He might just Dark Bomb it, or um, I'm sure there's a lot of things he could do. Lotheb, okay, Lotheb's annoying. I do have a Shadow Word Death for that. To be honest, the way this game is going, it's not good for me. I'm surprised he traded there. I guess it doesn't matter either way, because I would trade into the taunt, but I think putting the pressure on me would be better. I think I'm just going to jam Ysera and hope for the best. If he has Siphon Soul, that sucks, but if he doesn't have Siphon Soul or Faceless, then this would be a way to come back in the game. You kind of have to make risky plays as Priest versus Handlock because it's such a bad matchup. You just kind of, you have to do something that's high risk, high reward and hope it pays out, because if you play safe, you're just never going to win this matchup. That's just my own opinion, though. Okay, I love seeing that. He spent 8 mana for a Molten Giant. That's basically his whole turn, and I have a Shadow or Death for it. I don't know the contents of his hand, so I can't say for sure, but that seems like it might be a mistake. I'm going to take a big chunk of damage here, unfortunately. I might have to do something with the Belcher. So death that, easy. Bump into the Drake. Probably just Belcher heal. I could light myself. Or I could light the Ysera, but probably not necessary. I doubt he can deal 8 damage to it. I'm actually more worried about just randomly dying to a couple Dark Bombs or something. Nightmare is actually not bad. As I was talking about earlier, Priest really lacked that finishing burst to finish off the handlock. Well, this gives me some. Also, I can use it to trade up with a Giant if I need to. I could use it on the Light Warden to trade into, the Lotheb or the Ancient Watcher. And the Emerald Drake is not bad either, because that's going to put a good amount of pressure on him. Okay, there's a Mountain Giant. He doesn't really have... I mean, he can attack into... he can kill off my Belcher, but other than that, he can't really do much. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Shadow Madness might be pretty good right now. Cabal is pretty good too. I think I'm gonna steal the 5/6 taunt. It'll let me slide right by and trade off into some good things here. It gives me a pretty big board. I might be kind of weak to Shadow Flame now, but again, you kind of just have to do some of this. Well, hold on. I could actually kill the giant. I think I can Circle of Healing, kill off the Sun Fury, and then Nightmare the Light Warden to kill the giant. That will leave his Lotheb. It'll leave his Lotheb back at a 5/5, but I have the 5/6 Ancient Watcher anyways protecting, so I think it's actually the correct play. So he'll have a 5/5 and a 2/3, and I'll lose my Light Warden. And this will also this will protect me from Shadow Flame, which is what I think is the most important thing here. I mean, I'm not entirely protected from Shadow Flame. He can Shadow Flame the 5/5 and leave me with just the Ysera, but then I then I still have the Ysera. Unless he plays something like Power Overwhelming. So unless he has a really good way to AoE clear this board, I'm actually looking at a pretty good spot, and I picked up another Nightmare for some burst damage. If he wants to play a Molten, it's going to take his whole turn, pretty much. He's already played a Mountain Giant and 2 Twilight Drakes. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Yeah, if he doesn't taunt up or kill some of my stuff, he's actually just dead. I'm representing lethal in my hand. He's thinking hard about it. Come on, buddy. What do you got for me? So many possibilities. Yep, yep. Ysera was pretty good. I think this was more of a, oh wow, I just randomly don't have an answer to a 412 Ysera. Just constantly generating these really powerful cards as opposed to mistakes on either of our ends. I'm not saying I played this perfectly or he played this perfectly, but I think this game boiled down to more of, oh, I have Ysera, he doesn't have an answer, as opposed to anything else. So I don't think I have lethal now because of the Belcher. I could, um, attack, 9. No, I can't kill him. I'm just deciding if I want to put damage on my Ysera because putting it down to 6. I'm gonna have to throw away some of these Shrinkmeisters. Probably play the Drake. I'm not. It might have actually been better to hit that with Ysera and then just trade off my Shrinkmeister because now he has a Mortal Coil target, and I think I'd rather have a Ysera at higher health, but it looks like I'm just going to light it anyways. And I'm not sure if I heal the Cabal, it plays around Hellfire a little bit, but now, like I just said a second ago, now he has a Mortal Coil target. Not sure how relevant that is, but either way, he needs something quick, or else he is just straight dead. Our board is pretty impressive. Ysera's been alive for 5 or 6 turns. That doesn't happen often. Kind of a fun game. It's pretty rare. Well, I don't want to say rare. It's just it's unlikely that Priest usually beats Handlock. A lot of people would say it's probably the worst matchup, but it is winnable given the circumstances. And it's not like he had a bad draw either. He had Double Drake, Mountain Giant, Lotheb. I think the turn that really was kind of iffy was when he spent his entire turn paying 8 mana for a Molten Giant. But like I said, it's pretty hard to know what's in his hand. And Healbot might make it so he doesn't have, so I don't have lethal. I'm not sure. Let's see here. 4, 7. Nope, he's still dead. So hope you guys enjoyed this game. It was pretty cool. We got to see a lot of Ysera and Nightmare action. Thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next video.